All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, our guest speaker is already in the house, and we hope you'll be able to benefit a lot from today's call. Welcome, all leaders, protocol observed. Back to you, Coach Mopiwa.
All right. Okay. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining in this morning. Or allow me to say also good afternoon, good evening, because I'm not sure where all of us are logging in from. So, greetings to you all in general. You are most welcome to our morning presentation this side. My name is Mavuto Mopiwa, speaking to you from Johannesburg in South Africa. All right, thank you so much, Leader Julius, giving me this opportunity to be on this platform. Yeah, my voice is not that good. Yes, I've got some flu. I was a bit down, but I think I'm getting better. Somebody says they cannot hear me. Uh, Somebody says they cannot hear me. Can you hear me? Is anyone able to hear me? Are you able to hear me, ladies and gentlemen? Someone says they can't hear me. Okay, all right. They say they can hear me loud and clear. All right, so to those that are not hearing me, please check your mic. Check your mic, please. Yes, people are able to hear me. So please check your mic. Maybe your mic is not connected. All right, check your mic. Just make sure that you are connected to the Zoom. On your Zoom buttons, please check your mic. Make sure that you are connected. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to our training this morning. It's a Wednesday morning. Yeah, it's a Wednesday morning. I'm so grateful that I am on this platform this morning. So on Wednesday, we normally talk about trading view and passive earning or passive income. All right, we always talk about trading view and passive income. That's what we always talk about. All right, so today is going to be a mix. It's going to be a mix. I want to talk about mindset. I would like to talk about mindset. Then I'm gonna also talk about leadership. Okay, if you are able to update to the new updates on Royalq, you will see that there is a new feature that Royalq has brought. Okay, so I think it's very important as leaders, we need to understand that feature and also give a broader view, especially on the business as a whole. It's very important. Okay, so when I'm talking about mindset, I believe that God blessed us equally. God gave us the blessing of using our brain equally. Okay, yes, we are unique in different ways, but when it comes to mindset, God blessed us equally. All right, now the problem is how do we deal, or how do we open up our mindset to see things the same way others are seeing? All right, so I want to talk a little bit about that. Then I'm going to talk also about leadership pertaining to the new update on Royalq. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, it does not make sense. Let me repeat that. It doesn't make sense if we are in this business and we are not productive. Okay, if you are able to see the compensation plan of Royalq, if you are able to see different kinds of leaders coming on this Zoom training us, they want us to duplicate others. They want us to duplicate ourselves. We need to be productive. Okay, if we are not productive, we are not to be compensated in Royalq. All right, So that goes with the mindset. Let me bring this analogy. When we started this year in January, I don't know what were your goals. What did you write down as your goals that they should be achieved this year? All right. Now we are in the 11th month of the year. We are only remained with 1 month, then we are going to conclude this year. We will come to the end of this year, 2022. Now, when we started this year, 2022, what were your goals? All right? What were your goals? And on those goals that you were having, what is it that you have accomplished? What is it that you have achieved? If you were to go there and mark, how many boxes are you going to tick that it has happened? Now, here is another example that I want us to look into. We have been praying. Some of us, we have been praying from the beginning of the year. We have been praying, God, give me this, God, give me that, God, give me this, God, give me that. All right, we are telling God to give us things. I don't want to mention the names of the things that we have been praying for. But this is what I discovered. When God created us, one thing that he created that we should make use of, he created trees. Because sometimes it becomes a little bit, should I say funny? All right? Should I say funny? Yes. When we pray, God, give me a car, God, give me a house, God, give me that, only to find out that God did not create a car. God did not make a house. What God made is trees. All right. So in the process of finding out your house, in the process of finding out your blessing, what did you use? Okay, because God provided trees. If we are to make a house, we need to make the house out of trees. If we are to create a house, we need to create that house out of trees because God created or God made trees. So around you, did you find your trees that you could use to create your car, your house? Now I'm talking about the mindset. So how is our mindset aligned up? How is our belief system? If we are to address that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be productive in any other business that we are doing apart from Royalq. But allow me to stick to Royalq because that's the business that we are seated here for. The issue of mindset. Do you know that people came in Royalq and they left? Do you know the reason why they left? Some they are still in Royalq, but they are not productive. Do you know the reason why they are not productive? Are you one of them? So we want to talk about the issue of mindset, ladies and gentlemen. It's very, very, very important. Our belief system. How do we rate ourselves? Okay, if I may ask you a simple question. If you were standing among leaders, and you have been asked to choose a leader or a mentor for yourself, could you choose yourself? That one I want an answer. If you were standing among leaders or you were standing among other people and you have been asked that, can you please choose a mentor for yourself? Could you choose yourself personally? Give me an answer. Give me an answer. Give me an answer. If you were to be stand among leaders, Leader OBM says yes, he could choose himself. Okay, Leader Sheila says yes, she could choose herself. Yes, Leader Kojo says yes, he could choose himself. All right. So if you were to choose yourself, tell me the reason why you could choose yourself. Leader KK Success said he could choose himself. Tell me the reason. Leader KK, tell me the reason why you could could choose yourself? Leader OBM, tell me the reason why you could choose yourself. Leader Sheila, tell me the reason why you could choose yourself. Yes, Leader Zuma, tell me why you could choose yourself. All right, somebody says, because I believe in myself first. Wonderful. I want to be skilled. That's Mama G. I am focused, consistent, and I show up daily. That's Leader OBM. Wow. All right, all right. I'm listening. I'm listening. Why could you choose yourself? If you were to stand among leaders and you are asked to say, choose a mentor or choose a leader for yourself, then people, they say, I could choose myself. So Leader OBM says he's focused, he's consistent, he's persistent, he's always there. He always shows up because I know that I can make it, for I am focused. Because I am committed, focused, taking action, all right? Because I'm consistent and ever ready to pay the price. Wow, that's great, that's wonderful, that's amazing. I'm eager to learn and pass on what I have learned. I am building a team. That's Leader Sheila. All right, okay, that's great. I like that and I love that. Okay, someone says he's not gonna choose himself. Leader Zuma said he's focused, confident, and okay, I lead by example. All right, but others, they say they cannot choose themselves. I am the only to choose. I will choose someone who I can learn from. Okay, all right. So the reason why I was asking this question, I wanted to see who is up for leadership. Who is up for leadership? All right. I am passionate. I love this Royalq. I tell you. All right. That's our leader, Leader Julius. All right. So I wanted to find out who is up for leadership. I was saying, for you to be compensated in Royalq, for you to earn those rewards, for you to have a team, then you should be a leader. And who is a leader? What are the qualities of a leader? Not just a leader, but a good leader. Okay? Because I want us to talk about leadership. I was talking about mindset in connection with leadership. All right? Because it's not gonna give us any importance. Sitting here, we have been learning about trading view. We have been learning about Royalq back office. We have been learning about how to grow our teams building. All right. But if we are not producing, what we are learning here is useless. Are we duplicating ourselves? Are we able to lead others? Okay. If Leader Julius is not here, then we have a Zoom. Yes, it's an honest question. If Leader Julius, if Leader OBM, if other leaders, if you are not there in your team, let me use that now. If you are not there in your team, are people going to go forward or they're going to lose direction? Okay? So as a leader, you need to lead by example. That's why I'm talking about leadership now. Because what Royalq has put as a new feature, it is something that has to do with leadership. Okay, let me just go there. Let's just review that before I get into leadership as a whole. I want us to look at this. I just want us to look at this. Okay? This feature, mentor feature now available. It says, dear Royalq users, to bring more interactions into the app and let users have a deeper understanding of how Royalq operates, we have added the mentor feature. For users who are not familiar with Royalq, or if you have the ambition to lead users within the app, we welcome you to use this feature. Now, look, the benefits. The benefits and rights of the counselor and mentor. We wish to ensure that the user get all the help they need. If users are not able to contact their counselor, they may seek the mentor for guidance. Now, listen to this statement that says, when the user decided to apply for a mentor, 50% of the team reward bonus of each transaction originally given to their counselor will be given to the mentor. All right, allow me to leave it there. What will make a bot user choose or apply for a mentor in Royalq? If you are a counselor or an upline, what will make one person applying for a mentor while you as an upliner, you are there? What will make a person to do that? That's why I was looking at this. What will make somebody to choose that? Applying for a mentor when the counselor is there, the upline is there. That's why I'm connecting this to leadership. Okay? Because Royalq want productivity. So even in our team, we also need productivity. How can we aim if we are not productive? Okay, that's the question that we need to ask ourselves. It's not about coming to Royalq and make money. No. When we are making money, it means we are doing the processes that are needed in Royalq. Okay, so with that said, allow me to share about leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, I was saying, if some of the leaders that are here today, when Royalq started, when I heard about Royalq, there are a lot of great leaders that I found, but today they are not here. Okay, I'm not saying in bad spirit. Please forgive me for that if you are hearing it that way. I'm not saying in bad spirit, but I'm saying it's reality. There are people who started the business of Royalq. They brought us into Royalq, but today they are not here. Okay. So if these leaders that are here, we've got great leaders that are in this house. They have been there. They did not leave Royalq. In my heart, I say, if some of these leaders, they did not stop preaching about Royalq, maybe some of the parts of Africa, we could not have Royalq. We couldn't be having Royalq today. All right? Because these leaders, they were committed. They showed their leadership skills. They showed their leadership style. That's why today we are still talking about Royalq. They did find solutions to the problems that were in the business. If we are to talk about floating losses, the leaders, they went extra mile to look for information that can help us not to stay in floating losses. We were just doing the business blindly so. But now we know the features that are in the Royalq bot. We know how to turn them on. We know how to switch them off. We know how to operate them. Those are solutions that these leaders came up with. They went extra mile to learn and understand how the bot works. Apart from the technical trainings that we have on TradingView and other applications that helps us to make wins when it comes to trading. All right, so let me share. Let me come here and share my screen. I want us to talk about leadership, like what I presented. Okay, so I would treat this training this morning as a leadership training. If you are to take notes, please do so. It's going to help you a lot in your team. All right? Because Royalq says, if somebody applies for, applies for a mentor to mentor that particular person, Royalq says 50% of the team rewards they are going to be given to this particular mentor. So you are an upline in that line. You are a counselor in that line. What is going to happen to you? Which means you are going to lose 50% of your rewards. We don't want that to happen. We don't want that to happen. You need to wake up and lead. And when you are leading, you should understand that you are having roles and responsibilities as a leader. All right? So let's talk about roles. Roles of a leader. Responsibilities of a leader. I want us to look at this. When we are talking about roles, we refer to member's position. What is your position? Okay. In this case, we are talking about Royalq community. What is your role as a leader in the Royalq community? As an active subscriber of Royalq, what is your role? Okay? Is it only about making money? I don't think so. You've got a role. I've got a role in the Royalq community. So we are talking about these roles. At the same time, we need to know that we also having responsibilities to play. Okay? We are talking about the tasks and the duties of member. As members in Royalq, what are our responsibilities from V1 to V6? If you are a bot user and you are in this Zoom, I want you to ask yourself a question. What is my responsibility as a bot user depending on my position in terms of leadership? If you are a V1 bot user, what is your responsibility? Okay? What are the tasks and the duties for you as a member of Royalq? What is it that you need to contribute to the Royalq community? Ladies and gentlemen, this is our business. We need to treat it as a business. All right? So if you belong to the Royalq community, you need to know that you've got roles to play. For this community to stand, you've got roles to play. For this community to keep going, you've got responsibilities to do. You've got tasks, you've got duties as a member of Royalq. I'm saying from V1 to V6, you've got a responsibility, you've got some roles to play. All right? So I'm sure we are moving together. We are moving together. If you are able to catch what I'm saying, please give me some thumbs up. Give me some thumbs up. Give me some thumbs up. If you are following what I'm sharing, give me some thumbs up. If you are able to follow, because I'm going to the next slide. I'm going to the next slide. If you are able to follow, give me some thumbs up. Yes, I was talking about roles and responsibilities. You are not just here for nothing, okay? This is your business. This is your business. If you are a V1, you've got a role as a V1 member of Royalq. You need to understand that. As long as you registered on Royalq, you bought the application and you are using it, you've got a role in the Royalq community. Okay, you've got a responsibility, you've got a task. All right, so let's continue. Let's continue with our slides. Now, to ensure business continuity, there must be these three things that I have underlined here. For Royalq business to continue, ladies and gentlemen, there should be visibility, there should be availability, and there should be accountability. For Royalq business to continue, there should be these three. Now, what is visibility? What is visibility? I'm saying to ensure that business continuity, there must be visibility, there must be availability, there must be accountability. Okay? So if you are a Royalq bot user today and you are in this Zoom, you need to make sure that there is visibility, there is availability, and there is accountability. Now, what is availability? What is availability? Are you accessible as a leader? Are you accessible as a member? Are you willing to offer assistance to other people or to other leaders? Okay? When we are talking about availability, be accessible and willing to offer assistance to other leaders, other people. The up they run the duties. When we are talking about Royalq, when we are building Royalq, you need to be accessible, you need to be willing, you need to be there and offer assistance to other people or to other leaders. We've got small teams that we are busy building. If you are a team builder, are you available for your team? All right. The second thing is your door always open? Have an open door policy to members of the community. One thing that I want to say and admit is that when I joined Royalq, I found people that are selfless, people that are willing to go extra mile, even if you are not in their team. I really appreciate that, and that spirit is still there. Okay, so if we can continue with that kind of spirit, Royalq is going to go to the moon. So we need to have an open door policy to members of the community. All right, they should receive mentorship and guidance in different areas. Okay, for example, team building. We need to avail ourselves so that we are able to provide members with guidance in terms of mentorship and team building. Okay, why should Royalq take 50% of the team rewards and give it to someone called a mentor? Yet the upline, yet the counselor is there. There's a possibility that the counselor is not available. That's why members are applying for a mentor. So for that not to happen, us as leaders, us as members of the community, from the V1 to V6, we need to make sure that our doors are open. If we sign up a person today, we need to guide that person. We need to be there for that person. Okay? It does not only apply to leaders. You as a boat user, you as a member of Royalq community, you've got a role to play. That's what I'm simply saying. Because I'm not only talking about leaders, no, I'm also talking to members, those that are coming on the platform. Please take note that you've got a role to play. You've got a responsibility to play. It's not necessary that a leader should always pull you. Okay? It's not necessary. You've got a role to play as a member. You need to be coachable. You need to be willing for the leaders to work with you. But all of us together as a team, we've got a role and a responsibility. All right? Be seen to be present in the meetings, activities of the business. When I was going through this, I remembered leader OBM. Leader OBM is everywhere. Is everywhere, leader OBM. He is always present in each and every meeting. He is seen everywhere. When it comes to meetings and activities of the business, he is always there. And other leaders also. Okay? So meaning to say, our leaders are available. You as a member, you also need to avail yourself. Sometimes you discover that leaders are available to teach, but the members are not available to learn. Okay? So who is betraying who? As a member, you need to avail yourself. Be accessible. Be willing to be given assistance. Those that are giving assistance, they should also be available. Okay? Know that you are consistent, available, builds confidence in the brand. I don't know if I'm talking to somebody here. you need to understand that your consistency, availability as a leader, it builds confidence in the Royalq business. When we are always there for our team, the team has got confidence in us as leaders. Okay? If you as a bot user, you are always in the meeting, the leaders also, they've got confidence in the business because they know that if we are having, we are going to connect, we are going to join together. The leaders and the members, they will join hands together to take this business further. All right? So we need to know that our constant availability, it builds confidence in the brand, which is Royalq. So leaders and members, when they are available, it brings confidence and it helps in the building of the brand. Am I talking to somebody? That is availability. Let me check. Are we together? I'm trying to check now. I've talked about availability. If you are learning something, give me some thumbs up before I go to the next slide. I have talked about availability. We were talking about roles and responsibilities in Royalq. Okay? Our role as leaders. Okay? If these leaders, they did not persist to stay in this business, ladies and gentlemen, believe you me, we couldn't hear about this Royalq. But they are leaders that have given all in the business. That's why we are here. Okay? So if you are following, please give me some thumbs up. I'm going to the next slide. I have spoke about availability. Now we are going to talk about let's go to the next slide, which is visibility. So we have talked about availability. Are you available? Right? Are you accessible? All right, as a member. When your leaders are looking for you to do an activity, as a bot user, are you available? Remember, we are a community. Okay? Now, let's go to visibility. You can take some screenshot if you want to take some screenshot. Visibility. Participate in Royalq daily webinars, trainings, Zoom meetings, and other social media platforms on your preference. As a leader, as a bot user in Royalq, as a member, are you visible? Do you attend Zoom trainings? Do you attend webinars that are organized in your teams? If you are not attending Zoom trainings, you need to understand that you are not visible for the business. Okay? You are visible for the business. Visibility is needed. Do you share? Do you promote Royalq content on your social media platforms? Now we are talking as a general community. You as a bot user, us as leaders, do we share content? Do we share and promote our business on social media and other platforms that we use to make sure that our brand is visible to the world? Remember, we are a community, all right? So is our brand visible on the world map? For that to happen, it needs you and me. It needs leaders and, okay? So we need to engage with people, both online and offline, about our brand, which is Royalq. We are talking about visibility here, ladies and gentlemen. If you are building this Royalq business, are you making it visible? Do you share? Do you engage with people online and offline? Okay? So it's not profitable if we are to talk about trading view and passive earning or passive income when we are not visible as members of Royalq. What are we going to gain? The information that you learn about trading view, who are you going to share with? If you are not sharing this opportunity, if you are not making this opportunity visible to the entire world, then how are you talk about earning passively if we understand what it means to earn passively? Okay, so we needed to participate in the chat rooms. For example, in the WhatsApp groups that we are added, we needed to be live in those WhatsApps. There are people that have WhatsApp groups. They have never spoken from January till now. They don't talk. They're just there. They don't comment. You will never see them commenting. No. Even just a simple laugh, an emoji to laugh, you will never see them laughing. From January till today, they are just there. What are you doing there? If I may ask that question. You don't laugh, you don't comment, you don't contribute anything, but you are in that group. Are you visible? Are you there for business? I don't think so. So we needed to keep the community engaged at all times. Okay, as members and leaders, we needed to keep the Royalq community engaged. All right, we are having different groups. We are having different groups, especially here in Africa. We know that. So we needed to keep our platforms engaged all the times. For our business to be visible, we needed to make sure that we are working together in keeping the platform, our community engaged. Okay? Work with other leaders to create more content and activities. Please take note of that as a leader and as a member. I was talking about roles and responsibilities. Those applies to leaders and members. Okay, leaders have got a role, members have got a role. Leaders have got responsibilities, members have got responsibilities. So we are saying work with other leaders to create more content and activities. Ladies and gentlemen, we are into a serious business. We need to keep this business going. If we are not able to create content, more content and activities that will make our team's life, the business is going to die. We will make our business die. If we are not creating, if we are not coming up with activities on how to build the business, we will see that the business is going to die. If these leaders that are here, if they did not continuously engaging in this that we are talking about, I don't think some of you could know about. All right. So be seen working with members of your own team. You need to be seen working with members of your own team. Maybe somebody is confused. Someone is asking, what is the use of all this that this person is teaching us about visibility? If you are to look at what the Royalq is saying, that a bot user is got access or is got the right to apply for a mentor. Once that person is mentored by somebody, Royalq says is going to 50% of the team rewards and mentor. Because you, as a counselor, you are not doing anything. You are not visible. So are you going to blame for that? I don't think so. Royalq want productivity. So you cannot join Royalq and you just sit. There is no seat for you in Royalq if you are that kind of a person. All right? So we want to join hands together. We make sure that everybody here is a mentor. Apart from being a counselor to somebody, you should also be a mentor. Okay? When new board users comes on board, you should be able to be a leader, at the same time a mentor. All right? While Leader Julius is teaching us, While the OBM is teaching us how to build our teams, they want us to go and do the same. We should duplicate them. Okay? That is the reason why we cannot keep on using the OBM. Leader OBM must sit and relax and be with his family. He has done his job. He has shared the basics of the business. So let us take what we have learned to our teams and share with them. That's duplication. So ladies and gentlemen, there is need for visibility in our Royalq community as we build it. Visibility. Are you with me? Show me some thumbs up. Show me some thumbs up if you are with me. Show me some thumbs up if you are with me. Visibility, are you visible enough? You as a bot user, are you visible enough? Do you are you there for your team as a leader? Okay. Have you created time for your business? Everybody's got a role in this business. It's not only the leaders. Don't blame the leaders. What about you? Did you do your part? Are you visible? Okay. Are you available? Don't you have excuses when it comes to business? Don't say Royalq does not work. How much effort did you put in? How much resources did you put in? When you say Royalq doesn't work, how much effort did you put in? Ask yourself that question. When you are complaining about floating loss, how many technical Zooms have you attended? How many technical Zooms have you attended? We have been preaching about trading view, trading view, trading view. How many trading view Zooms have you attended to reduce floating loss? Because sometimes we are good at pointing fingers without forgetting that these three fingers, they are pointing at us. When we say like this, you must know that there are three fingers that are pointing back to us. So I'm saying, before the blame on somebody, did we do our part? Ladies and gentlemen, we are building a legit business. We are building a business that have got a good reputation. All right? So we cannot be here and crack jokes. No, we need to be professionals. So we need to be available for business. We need to be visible for business. All right? Our roles and responsibilities need to be executed in the business. If you are treating Royalq as part-time, Royalq will pay you as part-time. If you are treating Royalq business as part-time, Royalq is going to pay you part-time. Understand that. Royalq want productivity. If you are not productive enough, forget about the team rewards. Forget about the compensation plan. You are not going to earn from Royalq. You're gonna go and preach Royalq doesn't work. Let me go to the other slide. Visibility. About accountability. This is the last slide. You know, there are people that are good at others when they cannot be accountable for their own actions. In this business of Royalq, I have seen people that are good at pointing the weaknesses of others. When we ask them about their own actions, they are not accountable enough to be responsible for those actions. So we are talking about accountability. Take responsibility for one's actions. Am I talking to somebody here? Are the leaders here? Do we have the members in the house? Are you accountable enough? Can you take responsibility of your actions? When you are in floating loss and you did not attend a Zoom session, a technical Zoom, can you be accountable? Excuse me. If you are in floating loss and you did not attend a Zoom training, are you going to blame or you're going to take responsibility? You're going to take accountability for your action? Because information is being shared on, but you are not available. So take responsibility for your action. Do not blame the board. Instead, seek knowledge. There was a time when we joined Royalq, when we were busy using the cycle loads. All right. The time we did not know how to make the board. Everybody was using the cycle load. We did not know how to do the board. We were just doing it. Right? I'm saying we were just doing it. To those who started Royalq some time ago when the cycle loads were still being used a lot, that's what I'm talking about. So everybody was a cycle load. We didn't have much knowledge on how to operate the board. We were just using settings of the board. But right now, we are able to create our own strategy setting, meaning to say we have taken time to understand how the robot works. So I'm saying do the board because you did not take time to know how the board works. Yes, when you come on this platform called Royalq, don't focus on money. Understand the tool that you are using. How does it work? Don't go straight to trading view. Understand your back office. How does it? Do not blame the robot. Instead, seek knowledge. Am I talking to somebody in this house? Ladies and gentlemen, it's very important. We need to understand how our business works. Understand that we also need to understand how the Royalq application, how the Royalq board works. I'm so excited that today we've got people that are problem solvers. They brought solution to the business. Yes, I needed to say that. I need to applaud them. They have done a wonderful job. They took their time. They invested in knowledge. They learned how the robot works. They came here and they taught us for free. We need to be thankful, ladies and gentlemen. Even now, they are still continuing. They are going seeking different types of skills in terms of trading, okay? Learning about different indicators. They are bringing and so that we don't go into floating loss, ladies and gentlemen. So we should not blame the board. Instead, let us seek knowledge, okay? Make follow-ups on issues that need one's attention. All right. I put here example of longer float in terms of trades, ranking up challenges, and so forth. Let me be soft here. Issues in our teams. Some of the issues is long floating loss. There are people that are having floating loss and they have been there for a very long time. Okay, so as leaders, we need to find out, do we have members that are in floating loss? And what could be the, and on the side of the members, what is it that they are ready to do so that they can get help in getting out of the floating loss? Okay, what I'm simply saying is we should always bring solutions to whatever problem our team members are facing. There is no problem with there is no problem without a solution. Royalq is a platform that we can use to achieve our dreams. So there is trading there's the trading part and there is the team building part. All right. So do we have ranking up problems? Do we have teams that are on one rank for a very long time? What could be the problem? Is it that maybe they are not built properly? As leaders, let's go down there and find out. You have been on V2 for a couple of months now. The problem. Let's work together. Okay? So we are talking about ranking up challenges. What could be the challenges for others not to rank up? What could be the challenges of others to stay in floating loss? We need you to help. We are being accountable. So I'm saying take responsibility. All right? We needed to make follow-ups. So the follow-ups, they needed to be from the side as well as the member side. So if we are to embrace this, let it, believe you me, we are going to be productive leaders. We're not going to have members that will be moving from one team to another, one upline to another. Okay? So let's take responsibility of our. We needed to be honest to each other. Yes, there are weaknesses on both sides, but we needed to be honest to each other. Okay? There are members that are moving from one platform to another looking for help because their uplines, they just dumped them. We needed to take responsibility, gentlemen. If we are to be productive in Royalq, if we are to earn passively, we are talking about earning passively in Royalq. How did we build from the bottom? If we are to continuously earn. Okay? So I have spoken about accountability. I have spoken about visibility. I have spoken about availability. All right? These are three things that we need to make sure that they are there for the sake of the continuity of the Royalq business. Okay? So this has to do with what Royalq has introduced, the new feature. If we are to embrace these three, believe you me, we are going to have a wonderful business and a wonderful team. All right. So let me come back to the Zoom. I don't know if there are questions. I don't know if there are questions. All right. Somebody is raising up a hand. Is it Zoom user is raising up a hand? But before I take the question, let me check the chat. Let me check the chat box. I was trying to check if there were questions. I don't see questions. Okay. All right. Yes. Thank you so much, Leader OBM, for clarifying this issue of losing 50% from the inactive leaders. Yes, we needed. Thank you so much, Leader OBM. We needed to change. I don't want someone to blame Royalq for the decision that they are making. No, they know that there are some that are earning when they did not build. There are some that are earning when they did not build. Yes, we are not doing the work, but the rewards are still landing in our assets. Someone is doing the work down there, helping our team members, and is from another team, but yet you are there and you are earning. So Royalq says the bot users, they have got the right to apply for a mentorship. And when that happens, 50% from your team rewards, they are going to be given to the mentor. Let me take the hand of the bot, the Zoom user here. I see the hand is up for a long time. I'm going to ask you to unmute and ask your question. Yes, Zoom user, please ask your question if it's a question. Zoom user, your hand is up. Is it a question? I have asked you to unmute. Okay. You are still silent. All right. So I don't see any question in the chat box, but if there is any question, please raise your hand so that we talk to each other. We are building this business solidly. We are building this business solidly. Okay? Our leaders are here. Our leaders are ready to help us. Okay? So if you have, please ask your question. The leaders are here in this house. We need to be accountable. We need to be available if we are to build this business. Okay, I see there is silence in the house. Let me check again the chat box. How do you know a member is not asking for mentorship out of selfishness? How do you know a member is not asking out of selfishness? All right, that's the first question. Do you mean if someone has no downlines yet is termed as an inactive? Do you mean if someone has no downlines yet is termed as an inactive member? All right. So the first question, it says, how do you know a member is not asking for mentorship out of? I would like to pick leader OBM to my leader. How do you know that someone is not seeking for mentorship out of selfishness?
Okay, good morning, everybody. All protocols being observed. Now, I think that question is personal. You understand? You know, it's personal. Now, if you want to change your sponsor, now, if somebody has been beneficial to you and the person has really helped you, and maybe you don't have an active sponsor, maybe you contact your sponsor, it doesn't maybe respond to you. Personally, I think this new thing that Royalq has done, it's going to help the business. You understand? Personally, because what the sponsor will only lose is 50% of his team quantification. Now, if the mentee now is being supported, you know, I think it's going to improve productivity of the mentee. Now, if the inactive sponsor is still making money. You understand? Maybe before the mentee is not, or the downline is not producing because he or she doesn't have support. But now he or she has support, and maybe he's making, let's say, he's making $1 per day before. Now this now make the person to make like $5. That's an example. Now let's assume the sponsor was getting 0.5 before, and now he's getting $1 because of that as team quantification. At the end of the day, it's going to help the whole ecosystem, because now somebody that was an offer now has a somebody that is actually helping him. Now, personally, me myself, I might not change my mentor or my sponsor personally, because I have an upline that is helping me. You understand? That I look up to. Personally, I might not change it. Now, when you are now changing this, now Royalq gives you only the opportunity to only do it 3 times. You understand? So the thing is, if you have a mentor or a sponsor or a counselor upline that is okay, or you have an upline that is okay, you don't need to change. You understand? Don't because maybe you are seeing OBM on this Zoom and you're seeing Julius Kabada on this Zoom, and you have a good counselor or upline, or maybe your counselor or upline is not good, but you have an upline that is showing up. You don't need to do that. You understand? Because at the end of the day, if you are just jumping from one mentor to another, at the end of the day, you have only three opportunities to do that. At the end of the day, maybe you change to a counselor that is just maybe because look at the Royalq messenger. You have a lot of people that are, I'll call them scavengers. They're just there, you know, because they want you to change your upline before. You understand? And because some people are seeing them there, they will say, okay, this guy has a good intention. And then when they get to his or her own WhatsApp business, they will see that this person is just a scavenger. You understand? And then now you're not able to change after doing it 3 times. So it's this question, the person asked me the question, it's personal too. But when you are doing it, think very well before you do it. I hope maybe I will be able to answer your question. I will still talk more on this when I have the mic. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much, Leader OBM. We need to understand one thing, ladies and gentlemen on the call. Royalq is a wonderful and a beautiful business. But I always, each and every time when I'm speaking, I always say, you don't get paid if you are not productive. Royalq is also doing the same principle. You need to be productive for you to get paid in Royalq. All right. So what they are simply saying to the Royalq community, everybody should be active. If you are active, if you are able to be there for your upline or for your downline, there is no way that someone is gonna go and look for mentorship unless you are having personal reasons. Okay, I know that we are working differently. We are connecting differently with our members. Some they are having personal issues. All right, we cannot talk about that. Okay, but as long as you are there for your team, I don't think that one will go and seek mentorship. Okay, I have already explained about visibility. I have already explained about availability. I have already talked about accountability. If you can look deeply into those issues, you will discover that it addresses everything that is needed when it comes to growing the business of Royalq. Okay, Wealthy Queen is having her hand up. Let me unmute you so that you can ask your question. I've asked you to unmute. Please ask your question, Wealthy Queen.
Good morning, my leader.
Yes, good morning, leader.
Hello, good morning. Okay. Thank you very much. The new announcement and the new development is a welcome idea. I was one that asked the question about what if a downline decides to seek for mentorship out of selfishness. I'm not referring to myself personally, but it's a situation that could come up. You know, in business, sometimes you step on people's toes, or for instance, you have a leader that is very active and feels I have arrived already. And maybe you now have some form of a disagreement with the leader, and the leader decides, okay, I can punish him in quotes by, okay, let me seek another mentorship. I'm just asking, is there a way Royalq could check things like that so that a request for mentorship is not as a result of a disagreement or as a result of any selfish reason? Somebody may like, okay, even if I can't do anything to him because he's my upline, I can seek for mentorship somewhere else so that he will lose 50% of my own personal team performance. That's what I'm talking about. It's just for a way for them to check. I don't know if it's possible because those are personal reasons, but there should be some ways that can be checked, a kind of check and balances before an approval is gotten. Maybe they need to find out from the upline and another upline. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. Yeah. I'm going to ask Leader Julius to come on board. Then after that, Leader Julius, you're going to ask the OBM to conclude our training for today. All right. So I'm handing over to you, my leader. Then after that, you are going to ask Leader OBM to close for us for today. Thank you so much for the opportunity that I had on this platform today. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Coach Mopiwa. I'm personally not fine, but I think I'll make one or two comments. All right. Thank you so much for this amazing training. Just 1 minute. So I will hand over back to you, Coach Mopiwa. So after me sharing, I just have one or two statements to make on the new ad. I personally have no problem with the mentorship. They are generous people in that I'm just here to mentor. I have no feelings attached to what are the outcomes of the business, all right? But because we have been mentoring for free since we started the business, because we understand what we are involving ourselves into, there's no one that should get scared with the mentorship thing. The reason is simple, is that you just need to rank up, right? Yes, you just need to rank up because Royalq says that the upline will never lose their bonuses. So for you, what you do, just rank up. If you develop some maybe some fear, just rank up because there's none of your bonus that you will lose. You just rank up. No matter how the bonus keeps on moving left, right, center, it will come back to you. Just rank up. So ranking up is the best solution. Okay. And the other issue is that me, I'm happy because even if you got Coach Mopiwa, you learn the business. I will still be making my bonuses. You learn the business. The goal is to make sure that people learn what they are supposed to do. All right. And basically, I think I've been speaking to Leader Doris this morning to initiate back again our leadership training. Me, I want every person who becomes a V2 to be a mentor for his 20. I'm not interested in mentoring so many people because the luggage could be too big. So I want everybody becomes a V2 to mentor his 20 people, right? So I think I spoke to Leader Doris this morning and I've told her to initiate the leadership training once again so that we can go an extra mile to mentor the V2s to go and mentor their 20 people they have in their team. So me, I want everybody on my team to be a mentor of their 20, all right? And I believe we are going to make sure that we do this. It should not be Julius mentoring. It should be you join the business, you mentor your 20, and they move you to V6. By the way, me, what I'm interested in Royalq is to make sure that we have as many V6s as possible. Because the more leaders we create, the more the business becomes sweeter. The more mentors we have, the more the business becomes easier. Me, I'm interested in duplication. I'm this person who loves duplication. I want to see things happen without my presence. Because mentoring people will involve my physical presence to teach them what they're supposed to do. But if I create so many mentors all over the world, I've duplicated myself, which means I'll be making tons of money. So no one should get scared. We are going to come up with a leadership program now. You know, me, I move with the movement of the wave. Now, the focus will be now creating a leadership program that's going to create so many mentors, all right? So don't get worried, ladies and gentlemen. I want to give you confidence. So many mentors. The goal is now to get so many mentors all over the world that can go and mentor the world about Royalq, right? So don't get scared if you are worried. This is gonna be the best move. It's gonna ease the duplication of a business. It's gonna ease how many people become self-sufficient and make a lot of money. All right. So this is not going to change our system. We are going to continue doing these trainings. All right. We are going to continue providing coins of the day, coins of the night, just that we had some health issues, and make sure that you keep winning. The goal is to keep winning. There is nothing much. The goal is to keep winning, right? So if someone says that maybe they may have fear of losing their 50% bonus, I believe this can be compensated by you just ranking up, right? Because when you rank up on V6, then everybody all over the world, no matter who they go to, you'll still be getting your bonuses. All right. So the goal is to make sure that people learn how to use the application. So nothing to worry, ladies and gentlemen, just get more confident. We are going to introduce now a leadership program that's going to make you who's listening to me, become a mentor. And when you become a mentor, we are going to have so many mentors, all right, onto the platform that's going to create sustainability of business long term. We are here to stay, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I'm happy to have a friend of mine here who is investing huge funds of money, and I'm really excited. So huge funds of money, and I'm really excited. Allow me, ladies and gentlemen, stop here. I wish you all the best, and let us continue building the business.
All right, all right. Okay, thank you so much, Leader Julius, for that contribution. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, in closure, I'm gonna ask our V5 from Nigeria, Leader OBM, to come again on the platform and give us some closing remarks. Then we're gonna call it a day for now. My leader, Leader OBM, over to you.
Yeah, my leader, thank you. Yeah, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are listening from, or to protocol duly observed. Like I was saying before, like I wrote this in the comment section. I said inactive leaders are about to lose 50% income from this mentorship addition. Now, it's only what you're going to only lose is 50% of your team quantification if you are not be an active leader. You are not losing everything, and I'm going to show you why. Now, this is a win-win situation as productivity will increase when mentorship is rewarded to those leaders that are continually show up. Because already, if you are not active, you are not showing up, you are not mentoring your team, another person is doing it for you. It's like the Bible, like the Holy Book said. He said, the worker is worthy of his wages, deserve fair compensation. For somebody like, if I lose 50% of my team qualification to a leader that's showing up, and maybe I'm just on the beaches of the world, I'm still making something because you're actually doing the work. I don't think I should be pained because of that. You understand? But the productivity will increase. And okay, look at my team now. I have close to 17,000. Some of them I can't reach them. There's no way I can reach them. Some of them are in Pakistan, some of them are in Europe, some are maybe in America, some are in Eastern Europe. Now, personally, I don't know them. Now, if they now see a leader that's maybe supporting them in their client, maybe in their area, and it's a good leader. Now, if I lose 50% to one leader, I don't in team quantification, I won't mind because it's going to prevent attrition. You understand? Look at your religious center. People leave and go. Some people will leave to another location. Some people will leave because maybe they were paid by the pastor or one of the members. Some people will die. Some will be born. Some people will come to that area, and start, attending that church. So people go and people come. But if they have mentorship from wherever they are, okay, look at our Zoom now. We are 100, maybe 20 on YouTube. Look at Dr. Kabanda's team. I think he has over 17,000. Look at my team, close to 17. Now, how many people are in the Zoom now? You understand? But in another location, there are some people gathering together in your team that you don't know. So now, if somebody is now mentoring them there, I think the productivity will be much. You are only using 50% of your team quantification. So that's why I think what Royalq is doing is good. Now, they will now do this. They are not going away from your team. There are also other areas that you are making money. I will show you that later. So we cannot change going forward and be a better human. If you are not doing well, if I'm not doing well, maybe if I'm not supporting enough, it's better for me now to start, doing better. So all of us here, we can be better, how we support everybody. Like I always say before, if I get to V6, I'll be an upline to everybody. Why not start from now? You understand? So now I just want to share just little about what we call duplication. Duplication now. Duplication is the journey from dependent to independence. How you can duplicate easily. Because without duplication, you don't have a business. You don't have a business. So your new teammates should not depend on you for everything. So this also boils down to what we are discussing now. Somebody is coming newly into the business, they should not depend on you for everything. Thank God, somebody like Julius Kambanda is getting this thing now. Now I have leaders now, a lot of leaders in the team. We have Mopiwa, we have Spiritual, we have those angels. So you have leaders now, taking position that now if leader Kambanda now wants to take a three, maybe 2 weeks leave, that maybe you want to go and enjoy in the Bahamas with his wife, you understand? The business will continue. That is what is good about duplication. So now, because now we have tools, we have videos, recorded videos, we have PDF, we have voice messages, we have a lot of things that are going to make everybody, come into the business to succeed, because we have all of these tools, for them to for us to have what we call duplication. They will stay independent on you if you don't cause them to become independent. It is possible that somebody somewhere in this group now will not do anything because maybe Leader Kabanda is not there, maybe OBM is not there. They will not want to do anything. That is why I always direct people to the tools. Look, anybody that comes to me, I don't want to talk too much, because at the end of the day, if I'm talking too much, they will not see, oh, so if I can't talk like OBM, I will talk like Leader Kabanda, I cannot do this business. This particular point made me to stay off network marketing for so long, because I was not good. I'm not an orator. So the independent that introduced me then, if you see this guy, maybe I will share his video one day. That guy is an orator. So that was stopped me for like 2 years, because I was not looking at this guy's mouth. How can I present like this guy? You understand? But with the tools, it's going to make me independent, because maybe I cannot use his recorded video or his recorded stuff now to present, to show to my prospects. You understand? So with these tools, everybody can become independent. You do not have to now. If you are not, until you have duplication, you do not have freedom. Look around you. Look at networkers that have been there for years. They are always showing up. They are always in their office. What they are doing is just business. They have a job. They don't have freedom. That is what made me even to drop product network marketing. But I saw money, but no freedom. No freedom. Right now in my house, I've not stepped out today. I can sign not to step out for a week. I'll still make money. That is, and I can sign not to eat. Like yesterday, I was busy. I didn't show up for meeting. Well, I'll still make money overnight. That is what true duplication can give you. So without duplication, you don't have leverage. You do not have a business. What you don't have is a job without duplication. Look at network marketers around you and look at what they have. They have a job. Most have a job. They don't have a true duplication. If they are not in, I know of one of my leaders that in one business. Whenever she travels out, our business suffers. You understand? Because all the client want to see her, because you run tests, you do all this thing. What she has is a job, not total duplication. So let me just show you my back office to just give you an analogy of what I'm saying about. Let me see. Hold on. About what will happen if you only lose 50% of your team quantification. All other ones are there for you. Okay. Now, this thing. Okay, I made $16 today. So okay, see my activation gain. Okay, in total I've made $204,067. $204,000 above. Now, same activation, 150,000. You know, close to $151,000. Now, see my direct quantification, 1,500. So you that want to kill yourself, don't kill yourself. Now, see team quantification, 51,000. Now, which one is bigger? Which one is bigger? It's the activation gain that's bigger. You know, followed by I'm not getting okay, sorry. Followed by team quantification. You understand? Now, if I only lose 50% of this, but I still have this, I still have this. But you know, but what will happen is this team quantification will increase because my team member that I don't have access to will be generating more. You understand? But the only thing is that maybe I will share with somebody. But you know, everybody cannot leave, and new people will always come in, you know, to join us in activation. So it's a win-win situation for us. I believe we all understand this, and do have a great day. Let's share the opportunity every day and bring somebody when coming every day. See you in the evening and see you tomorrow morning. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That marks the end of our Zoom today. I put our only V6 female in the world. I think she left. I wanted her to talk, but with that, from words from Leader Obiam, we are calling it a day. Let us meet again at evening on the same platform. Thank you for attending this Zoom today. May the good Lord be with you. Please pitch up and make sure that you are always positive. All right, thank you. This is Mavuto Mopiwa from Johannesburg in South Africa. I wish you a very fruitful day. Thank you so much.